Ah, bro. Oh yeah. Ugh. My brain just broke. This was not supposed to be a grinding bench. This was supposed to be a nice, clean woodworking bench, but I kind of use the other one for woodworking more than anything. So you're gonna work it all. So I think I'm gonna drill some holes, 1/4-inch pins in, maybe 3 of them, and then I can hit stuff against it. Like when I'm grinding on here, I could prop it up against it. So about there. Let's go like there. My brain just broke. Boom. So I'm gonna eyeball it. Now when I grind, it should not move. Supposedly scale is super hard. Yeah, you hear that? When you get through it, totally different sound. So I guess that's true. Try to get some of the shape refined a little bit and get all the scale off. Safety first. Now we're going to draw a line down the center and try to get a more or less straight looking line. Mark my extension. Yeah, we're a little bit there. Let's do 6 inches for the tank just because we can. Oh boy, I feel a genius coming on. Because this is actually pretty evenly off center. I got some material so I can grind it and make it so this bevel on this side looks really good actually. It's like super even, narrow here and wide on this side. So I could just make this side maybe a false edge. And then I can make a directional handle, which I like that idea. I want to do a directional handle. If there's any actual blacksmiths in the audience, you probably noticed hours ago, and that is I did a really crummy job forging this. Focus. As you can see, there's a couple problems here. That's bad. See all these dark spots right here. Thank you. All those dark spots obviously are low spots that didn't grind, and there's a lot of them, and some of them are like that one, very low. The amount I have to grind off to get rid of that is way too much. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna end up reforging a lot of it. I mean, I got plenty of thickness already still, so I'll just widen those areas out a little bit. So we're gonna do a ring test. It means absolutely nothing if it rings, because mild still will ring, but anyway, I just wanna do it. Not very good. It's a big one. Okay, I'm gonna let it forge. I just let it cool down. I looked at it, and the bevel, the edge, is like this. So it's very, very bad. So I let it forward, hit it up again, clean it up again, and try to get it straight. Now, if you're gonna watch a really cool video on how I made this thing, you should go do that because only like 40 of you did, which is completely ridiculous. Such a cool build, making it stand. Alright, it's the next day. Now we're going to grind this thing until it looks even more like a sword than it does now. There's absolutely no way I can just heat treat it and get it anywhere near straight. The way this thing wiggles around when it's hot is ridiculous. I'm going to clamp it somehow, and then I'll heat treat the entire thing. Do that. Okay, so that went interesting. The copper melts at a much lower temperature than I thought it did, so that was epic failure there, but I got it heat treated. I stuck it on the piece of angle iron. Yeah, we're twisted this way. Still pretty warm. Ah, broke it. That's super clean grain. It looks really nice, actually. That's probably the cleanest I've ever seen on a brake. So it's not the steel's fault, it's just my fault. You can see I got in with a torch and if I can temper this thing the right way. So we're going to heat up the spine, and hopefully nothing else. And that way the spine will be soft, but the edge will still be hard. And we'll see what happens here. Yeah, it went all the way down. How did I do that? Well, in case you're wondering why I attempted even tempering it at all, because it's junk now.
It's not junk.
I'm going to continue, because it already broke once.
I wasn't going for a particular goal.
Size, so now it's just a smaller dagger and probably a more practical length for something that narrow anyway. Well, I didn't entirely ruin it because it's not perfectly soft. Hopefully it'll be nice and strong too, I don't know. Filing on that. Bad sound, bad. Oh yeah. Ugh. Okay, if it's cutting, it's pretty soft. We're gonna do some testing. This is completely heat treated. We're gonna see how many taps it takes to break it. I think it's gonna be like one. Now, wow, okay. That is the back of it though. That's quite strong. That part doesn't look like it's heat treated probably. Different story. Yeah, there we went. Temper it to around the same colors I did just a second ago and see what it does. Took a lot more taps. Wow, that's slick. Okay. Now I'm gonna hand sand. It's at 400, but when you hand sand 400, it tends to get smoother than it does on the belt. I actually do have 600 grit in normal paper, so we are gonna be able to go a little bit higher, but we're gonna start with the 400 grit anyway. See you in 3 hours. A bit fancier now. Now I can actually hand sand both sides without any interference. I'm gonna plug in my wheel over here and my wool wheel and see if I can do anything with it. First I'm gonna take some polishing compound and then do the knife. Put this on there. It is getting shinier actually. I think that is the highest polish I've ever gotten on a blade and it's still not quite mirror. was about to use this Sawzall blade that I cut down as a handle broach, and I was gonna clean out all the junk I don't want in there. And then I was like, wait a second, I cut it down, and I left the Sawzall insert so I could just put it in a Sawzall and use it on the Sawzall as my handle broach. Quite possibly the most redneck knife making on the planet, but it's also awesome. Hopefully it'll work. I'm going to use the ancient practice of burning in the tang, which actually is an ancient practice. Kind of fun. I'm going to heat it up with this torch and see if it works. If it doesn't work, I'll use the forge, but I don't want to because I don't want that much heat near the blade. If I capped it with another piece of aluminum, it would really bring it all together a little bit. So, thanks for watching. I'm sure this is not the cane sword video because this would be way too long. So this would turn out to be a really cool project. It's actually a really neat dagger. This is too straight, I think, compared to the handles. They don't quite fit, but it looks nice. The aluminum cap helped. The pins, the Delrin pin, the plastic, and the brass pin look pretty cool. I think it turned out nice for what it is, considering it's actually a piece of scrap metal because it broke. Good steel still. I mean, you can cut aluminum without getting damaged. That's pretty good. Thanks for watching. Please like this video, comment on this video, and tell me everything I did wrong. I'm sure there's plenty of things. And also subscribe to this channel to see more videos just like this. Thanks for watching, and as always, I'll see you in the next one.